Hello, welcome to Red Wings Nation. This is the shootout. We haven't done it in a while, at least over a year, and we're facing off against the Anaheim Ducks. So that'll be their first game. So for the shootout order, we got Athensio as up first because he just signed a $3 million contract for 2 years, which is a crazy deal, and there's actually some talk that he might be traded. We also got Thomas Vanek. He signed for $3 million at 1 year, so he could possibly be a trading chip. Then we got Henry Zetterberg, the captain. He might also be leaving due to injury. Then we got Dylan Larkin. We still have to sign him. We have $6 million, and if Zetterberg doesn't return, we have another $6 million to sign Anthony Mantha. He'll probably be signed for at least $5 million or more. Anthony Mantha will probably be signed for $4.5 million or more. These two guys are needed to be signed real bad. We need them next year, especially if we want Zadina to score a lot. We need Larkin passing him the puck, or Zetterberg if he doesn't. If Zetterberg doesn't return, Dylan Larkin will have to. Alright, so let's get to the game. By the way, I also put the goalie as Bernier. We signed him for a $3 million 3-year contract as a backup for the goalie until we have a goalie that can come up and be his backup. So as these shootouts are going to go, it's going to be the players that I'm interested in talking about. For instance, like Darren Helm hasn't done anything, so I have no reason to talk to him or put him in the shootout line. But if he was traded, then I would put him in the shootout line and talk about it, or play against the team. So as you see, the big thing this offseason was getting younger. Most people are mad about the fact that we signed lots of older players. And I think we're going to go. But I actually like our signings. Vanek, Bernier, Green, they were all really good pickups. Even Green being re-signed, it kind of sucks though because we don't have another roster spot for a young player. But they need to earn their spots anyways. Even though we're in a rebuild phase, it doesn't mean that we just get freebies. Yeah, there we go. A little bit right, left. Oh, there we go.
Let it go.
The big scare will be if Zetterberg returns. We really want Zetterberg to return. He'll be passing the puck to Zadina, and if he doesn't return, it's going to be a big hole. Zetterberg's an amazing player even in this day and age. He can't hit anyone, but he can pass that puck and he can shoot if he knows he needs to. He's like an OG Zetterberg. As I was saying, Zetterberg return will be a big, not a big share, but if he doesn't, it'll be a big share. We'll leave a big opening. It'll be a full rebuild if we do that. Probably our biggest thing will be obviously getting younger, seeing how Zadina does. If Zadina does not do well, I might actually be enjoying seeing him in AHL, even if he does well, to see him get a little bit more developed before we put him in the NHL. So he can get used to having the puck on his stick and, well, we get learn some new moves so he can handle the NHL. NHL from playing with UMGHL would be a big jump. He wasn't playing with adults. Now, we also got the signing of Green. He signed for $5.375 million for 2 years. This is a great sign in my opinion. Right now we have no defense that's amazing in offense. Joe Hickett says if he comes up, or Philip Pronik, we'll have no like. I'm trying to think of the words. No, like leader to look at, because they won't have any amazing offensive defensemen that can teach him. Signing Green for another 2 years is a great trading chip, so maybe we get draft picks out of it, or a potential high, potential prospect that can hold out to do something great. And if he doesn't, we still get all the knowledge that Green's had. Green's is still a great offensive defenseman. He's might be 33, he's getting old, but he's doing a lot better than most of us. And even his defense is better than most of our defensemen. Defensive defensemen. The other signing would be Vanek, which he's still a great sign. He only signed up for 1 year, easily a great trading chip. The best part about Vanek is that he plays very well. There's a very good chemistry between the Detroit Red Wings. All the Detroit Red Wings love him. They were sad when he got traded, and they were trying to get him signed last year after the Florida Panthers. But they didn't sign him because they didn't have the cap space. They signed him this year, and I'm kind of happy. I'm excited to see him. Anthony last year did very well with Vanek on his line. So I'm hoping he'll blossom a little bit with Vanek on his side again. Ooh, that was a dirty shot by Vanek. Am I right? The only other sign was Bernier, and he signed for $3 million 3 years. Easily, you could tell that he could be traded if he wanted to. If we had a goalie that came up really fast, most likely it'll probably be 2 years before we see a goalie even come close to stepping up. But if he doesn't, no one does. Bernier is a good player, a good goalie. He was weird in Toronto, but Toronto was also having issues of their own. But now, I've seen Bernier. He didn't do very well in the Stanley Cup playoffs, but he can do good. That's the thing. He's kind of like Mrazek, but a little bit more consistent with either being bad or good. So it'll be a little bit nicer to know we're not spending $5 million on a goalie that's being inconsistent and what we're going to get roughly every night. Luckily, he won't be playing every night because we have Howard, and Howard's doing an amazing job. The only other sign that we have is Zadina as of this moment, and he signed just this morning. He signed to a 3-year entry-level contract, which is amazing, which is great. We didn't sign him to a 2-year because we know we didn't have the cap space to keep him or lock him down in 2 years. Now, if he plays more than 10 games, that'll qualify as his rookie year. I don't think we should. I think we should let him develop, unless he's just killing it in the NHL. That's the only reason I would ever see us keeping him in the NHL. He's a great player. Let's not do what they did with like Nugent Hopkins in Edmonton or Taylor Hall, where we don't let them develop. Let them develop. That's the Red Wings way. Even though we're in a rebuild, let them have a year. Just let them have a year to play with some adults in the AHL because they're talking about that. Until next time, see you guys.
If a red light flashes, this is done. He saved the goal, and he saved his team. Lindholm's next, desperate to get a goal for his team. Score! This could be the final shot. Save! His team wins the shootout.